Hello folks. Looks like it's pretty bright right now. Turn that down some. Welcome to another live workout and Q&A. Getting everything set up here. Basically, I'm just doing my normal workout here. If you have questions on what I do or why I do certain things, feel free to post them. We can discuss it, or if you have questions about anything else, diet, training, whatever, I'm here to help you out. And if not, I'll just talk about random stuff and just work out. So, make sure everything's working. Sweet. My garage is quite full right now. We forgot to take boxes out last week, so that's all there in the way. And I just got this new machine that I'm going to be using. I guess you wouldn't really call it machine. Bench. It's called a seal row bench. So essentially I can do barbell rows without hurting my lower back. Here's my supplements I take every day. We got creatine and some pre-workout from Harder Than Last Time. Got that linked in the description, so you can get some of that if you want to try out the same stuff. And I'm gonna get right into my first set, just warming up here. Barbell rows. And I like to do reverse grip. Turn this a little bit. And turn it down while we do the set. Again, if you have any questions, throw them in the chat and I'll answer what I can. But just like bench press, I just get some nice controlled reps. I like to do a reverse grip because I feel like I can pull with my back more, take my arms out of it. Because when it gets harder, I'm not going to start going like this and doing a curl. I still pull them backwards. Whereas when it's like this and it starts getting more difficult, it's easy to start coming more forward and using your traps and your biceps. And I don't want to do that, because those aren't the muscles I'm trying to hit. So there's 15 nice controlled reps. I forgot my clips. And then we're gonna do 105 for the second set. This setup's nice. I've been hurting my back a lot doing powerlifting. This is only my second time using this bench. I've got a review for it coming out probably the next couple days. So you can see all the good and bad of it. There's not really much bad at all, but you know. There's one little thing that's not great about it. And that's that you'll probably see as I do this more. The pad's kind of wide, so it'll push in right here and leave marks, but it's not really a big deal. And I'm getting over being sick. Last Monday, we're having an inauguration party, grilling and hanging out and everything with some friends, and after everyone left, I just started feeling bad. It went downhill quick. My body hurting, headache, my stomach started hurting all night long, kept waking up. And then just the next few days was pretty bad, and then now the last few days I started to lose my voice. I'm finally getting it back, so if I cough a little bit, that's why, because I'm getting over it. But I have in the description the lifts I'm doing, or at least what I'm shooting for. Let me see. So the first time I did, I wasn't sure how much weight to use, because when you're doing bent rows, a lot of times people are kind of standing upright more or bent over, or you start kind of swinging your body to get the weight up. This, you can't cheat. So I started with 165 last time, and it was a little bit too much. And so now I'm gonna go down to 155 and try it out. So I just have 4 sets of 155 set up in there, but I'm gonna do this second warm-up set of 105 for 10. And then we're gonna move on to the working sets. here we go. And again, sorry for the coughing. And I like to use straps just so I take my biceps and grip out of the equation as much as possible. I think I might end up hitting my cup on this set, but oh well. I like this because you can really stretch the lats out too, without stressing your lower back. Good. And my goal is to hit this on every rep, just kind of like when you're doing a bench press and you touch your chest, you want to hit your chest on every rep. It's kind of the same thing that I'm shooting for with this. And that way I can gauge my progress better with all the way down, pull it, hit the stop. They do make camber bars you can use for this, which I thought about getting one. It's like another few $100. For a little bit more range of motion, because it's actually, when you're doing it, especially with this grip, it's pretty hard to get it all the way up there once the weight starts getting heavier. So I figure this will be good for now. And if later on I feel like I need more range of motion, then I'll invest in one of those. But the big thing for this for me is just de-stressing my lower back. So that's what we're shooting for here. Where's my drink? So we'll see how that goes. I'm actually going to set up my phone for this next one for my Instagram post. So we'll get that going here. Again, if y'all are joining in, you got any questions, put them in the chat. I'm looking at it across the room, so I can help you out the best way that I can. If I know something, if not, I'll make something up. No, not really. I'll try to make sense with what I say. Let's see, where can I set this up? Because it's already a mess in here. Let's get 10-pound dumbbell. We'll put it on this, move it back, use that. Yeah, that'll work. I'm feeling nice and warmed up. So let's go ahead and get this next rep going. Next set. So I'm shooting for 10 reps. I mean, I'll do more if I can, but 10 reps minimum. But just doing this, you get that full range of motion. There's literally no stress in my lower back. I mean, if you start arching up, I guess you could a little bit, but even then, you're supported. I used to bend over with my chest on a bench, and that worked fine, but this feels way better. I just wish that the pad was a little bit narrower. I might actually cut it some, see how it works. All right. Alright, so 11, that's pretty good. I think that'll make sense, because if I'm improving a little bit each time, then I would have gotten maybe 10 on the previous workout versus me doing 165 and not getting 10. So log that on here. And all I do, I don't have an app that I log my stuff with. I just do it on my note. I guess I do have an app. It's the Notes app. But I pretty much just log my stuff the exact same way that it's shown in the description here. So it makes it simple. So that's 1 of 3 sets. And the way I'm working out now, what I'm trying to do, this stuff tastes good, this Tropical Punch, hardcore stem. Got 1 scoop of that and creatine I take every morning. This has a seal on it because I finished up the last one. Haven't opened that yet. But I'm gonna try for, I guess like 4 to 5 weeks, depending on how it works out, 4 to 6 weeks. Basically for just 8 sessions in a row, because I do a 4-day split, so that would be 8 times 4, 32 days at least. Plus I'm usually gone for a week, so that pushes it up close to 40 for work. You hear my baby? Let me know in the comments. But I'm just gonna stick with the same weight and try to get more reps each workout. And I'm gonna bump up the weight after that to whatever I can do for 10 reps, because that's the minimum I wanna hit. And then start working up from there again for the next, 4 to 6 weeks. See how that works. Because I feel like rather than constantly trying to push the heavier weight, just getting more reps since I know I can do the weight, I'll be less likely to get hurt. And that's what I really want right now, because I've hurt my back twice. Pretty bad in the last year with the powerlifting stuff, to like where it hurt to get out of bed for a few weeks. And couldn't really work out hard because of it either, so it's kind of hurting your gains anyways. So I'm just trying to stay healthy, stay fit, stay not hurt, so I can keep working out. All right, next set. Man, YouTube is lying. I said put 1 ad every 30 minutes. I've already seen 3 ads pop up. So I'm gonna start turning those ads off on these live videos. Only reason I turn them on is because YouTube typically pushes videos less if you don't have ads on, because then they're not making money. All right. Didn't quite hit it on the last one. That's all good. Just trying to push hard, and I can feel my back now. I'm definitely starting to feel it. I feel like I would get a tiny bit better pump or squeeze in that if I could just let my arms all the way down without, see there, the pad pushing into here. If it was more right here so my arms could fully wrap around it, would be ideal. But again, I'd rather get a little bit less stretch than my lower back hurting the day after I do this. So you gotta have trade-offs, you know. No big deal. Not as many people interested in the pull day or back day. A bunch of folks tuned in for the push day. Let me know what you're doing today, if you've already worked out, or what's your favorite day. Legs, push, pull, or do you even do them all? Do you do legs? Because I used to skip legs for 30 years about. But they're not a problem now. They catch up quick. 2 years, I mean, really a year and a half maybe, they were pretty big compared to where they started. Yeah. Let me know what kind of supplements you take too. Right now for me, it's just creatine, pre-workouts, protein bars, protein powders. GO2 max sometimes when I do cardio. I'm thinking about trying the Turk Builder. I don't know what those girls are doing. Probably gymnastics. The bedroom's right above me, so let me know in the comments too if you hear all those booms coming through the floor. Hopefully no one falls through the ceiling. All right, we got 11. Let's see. Let's see if we can get another 10 reps, and then I'm probably going to drop the weight down to 145 for the last set. Drop this down so we can see that full range of motion. All right. Yeah, that was getting tougher. Some of those I'm not hitting, so I make myself on the next one. If I do 2 in a row where I don't hit, then that means I can't get it, but I might just not pull as hard on one, so I give myself another rep if I don't get it. And then I'll keep going, so. So I'm only doing 4 working sets of this. My training philosophy since I've quit trying to hit the powerlifting so much and just try not to get hurt is I still want to hit like between 10 and 20, really more like between 15 and 20 hard working sets for all my main muscle groups, so lats, chest, legs, per week, and to do 2 workouts a week for each. So I shoot for around 8. So I got 4 with this of my horizontal pulling, and I'll do 4 vertical pulling. So that's 8 sets right there. And I'll do some biceps and some rear delts, but with the biceps too, I only do 3 hard working sets of that. So you take all this into account, you are using your biceps with the back. So say maybe like each 2 sets is like 1 set, or even if I said 3, that's another, pretty much 3 sets of biceps, plus the 3 I'm gonna do, that's 6 times 2 is, 12 for the week, which your biceps, or at least for me, I like the size of mine. I don't feel like my arms need to get a whole lot bigger. So I don't put as much work into them now. Let my chest catch up some of my arms. Let's see how that goes. But if anyone's joining in, let me know where you're watching from. If you worked out today, or if you have any questions about diet, training, why I'm training the way I do, what I'm doing, tell me it doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's cool. And I'll try to answer, help you out with whatever I can. So this last set, I'm gonna do a drop set. We've got 145, and I'm gonna pull the 25s and put the 5s back on, and then keep going with 105. Ideally, I would have someone out here with me so I could just stay on the bench. If I had a partner, let the partner pull the weights. But you know, it's not always ideal, so you do what you can. You'll probably get more reps too because you have more rest between, rather than the weights getting stripped and keep going. You got an extra 20 seconds or so probably. Man, being sick really stinks. I was out of it for a couple days, just constant headache. And then it's just, I mean, actually yesterday I had a really good chest workout. I hit PRs. I got 1 extra rep on every single set of bench I did, all 5 working sets. So that felt really good. PR of 200 for 11 reps, which is new for me. Hopefully, I'm trying to work up to 225 for 10. I've never done that. So that'll be cool if I finally hit that goal sometime this year. Enough talking. Let's get this last set, and we'll move on to the vertical pulling. So 145. Oops. Plastic cover fell off. Keep going with 105. Okay. All right. I think it was 12. Put that in here, and then I think I did 11, or maybe it's 10. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see on the playback, or let me know if you're counting, and I'll update that. But I put 12 and 11 for now. So, next up, we're gonna do vertical pulling, which means chin-ups. I also have a setup where I can do, what are they called? Can't think now. Oh, lat pull downs and stuff, but I don't feel like doing it today. I've been doing pull-ups, and I like it most of the time. So, let us move this way. Let's see how this works. Turn my light. We'll start working out on the other side of the ring. Bring my seat over. With my product placement. Put our product placement up here. Not that you can read it, but it'll work. Kind of sad my deadlift platform isn't gonna be of much use anymore because I'm not gonna be doing deadlifts much for a while. At least not heavy. I hit my 500, was happy with that, hurt my back since then, so I'm just trying to not get hurt anymore, to stay healthy, get a little bit stronger in other exercises, because after all, I was thinking about the other day, every exercise is just another way of putting tension on your muscles. So like, why not pick ones that'll help grow while not getting injured? So that's what I'm going for now. Zoom in a bit here. I got 13 last time. So I start with, it's kind of like a warm up because I know I can do body weight, but I'm also trying to do as many as I can on the warm up. Turn my hat around so I don't hit the bill on the way up. Here we go. Good. 15, that'll work. Next set, 20 pounds. Make this a little darker when I'm over here since the light is so bright. And I'll just stand while I talk. Try to get a good angle of the arm. I'll just turn this back a little bit. It's a pretty bright light. That's 15. See if I can get 10 reps with 20 pounds, so to me on the next one. Okay.
Can you see if there's butter in that fridge? I'm making a grocery.
You don't want to be on camera in your pajamas
My lounge clothes.
at 3 in the afternoon.
My lounge clothes.
Pajamas are lounge clothes.
having put me on the list?
I mean, there's only one. This is it.
Okay. Do you have anything specific you need?
I mean, I was gonna just go to the store and get stuff from my trip.
Okay.
Cause I don't really know. All right, next round. So now I got my good old belt. So I can strap 20 pounds to me. I did that first set kind of fast. I need to slow it down just a little bit. I felt like I was almost swinging on the way down, so those last, once I got to 10, I started slowing down, but I start with them all like that. And these are Versa grips. I'm not sponsored or anything, but they make a huge difference on back day, pull day, whatever you want to call it. It got tough quick. So that's still 9 reps. That's how I work out in the garage. I usually have earbuds in listening to a podcast or YouTube video or music or something, but you know, can't do that while I'm live streaming. I guess I could put music on whenever I have in the past. The videos get demonetized, which I don't really care about having ads on these live videos. The dumb algorithm, it doesn't push your videos if you are able to have ads and you don't put them on, because then they don't make money from it. So I think it's like the YouTuber gets 51% of the ad revenue and YouTube gets 49, or at least that's how it used to be, but there's not really any way to verify it because you don't know what people are paying. For all you know, you could be getting 10% and they're getting 90. So, you know, whatever. That's just how it works with these things. Pull-ups are a lot harder than lat pull-downs. I guess you consider I'm pulling up my whole body weight versus when I'm doing lat pull downs, I'm only doing like 150. So there's that. Drop, if I don't get 10 reps, then I drop the weight. So now we're doing 10 pounds. My last set I'm gonna do 0 pounds. Ten. Sometimes it stinks when you do the same weight and you don't get more reps, but it's really not that big a deal because you can't expect to get more reps on everything. Like yesterday, I got more reps on all my bench presses. But then when I moved on to dips, I got fewer reps on a couple of the sets, which makes sense because even though I'm using the same weight, I did more work before getting to the dips. So now my muscles are more fatigued. So even if I did hit the same weight or the same reps, it would be harder than the previous time because I'm more tired going into it. My muscles have been worked more. So keep that in mind. Like I did 10 more pounds for almost all my sets of rows. So that's gonna make it more difficult when I move on to here. I got 2 reps more in my first set. I did 15, so. That's why I always just try to push to failure on most everything. Because then you can gauge if you actually pushed yourself hard. Because even if you don't hit as many reps, well, you're still causing some kind of growth because you're pushing until you can't anymore and it's getting close to failure that really makes a difference. So one more set of these. And I'll just move on to the last thing, supersetting the incline curls and the reverse flies. And yeah, what I've been doing since I've been changing up my routine to try to make it shorter. Like I used to want to do all kinds of stuff. Like I need to do flat bench, I need to do incline bench so I get my middle chest, my upper chest, dips for the lower chest. Then I got to do some shoulder presses and then lateral raises for my shoulders. And then I got to do some kind of tricep press down. But I give myself 4 exercises now per session. So pick a major compound first, a bench press. You're using your shoulders, your front delts, your triceps, your chest. Now you go to the dips and you're hitting your triceps harder and some of the lower chest, okay? And then I do lateral raises. And that's it, I only do 3 exercises on my chest day. Sometimes I'll throw in some arm things, or if I'm at a gym that has a fly option, I'll usually do that. But with the back, you know, I do the 2 compounds, vertical and horizontal pulling. I'll do some curls and some rear delts because you're hitting your traps already on all this stuff. I used to do, I'm kind of afraid honestly to do shrugs. I was doing them so much and then my neck just, I don't know what I did. but it hurt for a month to move my neck around. Hurt every time I did a lift, tensing, exercising. So I'm just leaving traps out and letting everything else I do kind of work them. All right. I think it's time. Last set here. Let's do this. Let's do it. Oops, wrong way. Don't forget, harder than last time, code Camber. Get you 15% off. You only get the stuff that you will make a difference. Here we go. The last one count? I don't know. That's one bad thing about chin-ups though. When you're starting to push hard towards the end, getting to failure, you can start swinging, and I may start switching to every other session, doing like pull-ups on one session and then lat pull-downs on the next, just so I don't, what's the word I'm thinking of? Cheat, swing up. I don't want to do swing ups. I don't want to do CrossFit style. Sorry, all you CrossFit folks. Kipping, is that what it's called? Something like that. I'm just gonna loosen this and move you guys around with me as I'm doing stuff. Because now I gotta take this off to prep for the last supersets I'm doing. Just put this on the ground for now. Don't really need it. So let's do a little bit of zoom action here. Just back over for the incline curls. I was actually going to do cardio. Today is my normal cardio day, but I kept waking up last night, having to go to the bathroom, drank too much before bed, water, and I just ended up, like, my sinuses were really dry still from being sick, and I was like, I don't want to go swimming for an hour, taking big breaths, like, and then just feeling even worse. So I'm gonna give it an extra day before I do some harder cardio, and then we'll see how things go. I'll see how this goes. All right, I'm gonna do 25s, which is, it's basically a warm-up set, but I'm doing some higher reps with it. I'd have a 45-degree incline. That was a little too bright on here. And now, we get a set of 20 with the 10s. Same with this, you can't really cheat, so it's nice there. Crazy how heavy those 10-pounders start to get. Happens quick. So my next set of those will be, what was I going to do with that? I think it was 22 and a half. Let's just go ahead and set those up. Sitting at around like 183 pounds right now. Depends on the day. Some mornings I'll wake up 182. Sometimes I'll be 184 and a half. I'm averaging in the 183s most days. Or like 3 months ago I was 189, I think. I was slowly cutting down some. I'm gonna get blood work done soon and see how the cholesterol's looking. All right. Next set of arms. Going 40s now. Oh man. That was tough. All right, back over to here for the 22 and a half. Oh, what's up? Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, bro. Let me know where you're watching from today. Getting close to finishing up here. Doing some supersets of curls and reverse dumbbell flies. Update my phone real quick. 22.5. That's what I really like about this. These micro gains plates, I can add they got 1 pounders too. You can add 2.5 pounds to your weights instead of going up a full 5 pounds, because stuff like this, 20 to 25 pounds is a pretty big jump. It's 25%. So I just cut that jump in half. That jump. 13. It's not bad. I did 15 with the 20s last time, so that's 12.5% more weight. A few reps shy of what I did before. That's pretty good. So 13 reps. Updated. Take a breather for this next set. Excuse me. Get some water. Do you want to fill this up halfway with some water? Y'all playing chess? Oh, good job. We've been on a bit of a chess kick at our house. Been playing with the kids, and my 13-year-old has been beating me about 30% of the time now. It's frustrating. He's like, what? It's not a big deal when I lose. I'm like, yeah, but I'm like 3 times your age. I should be better at this. But that's good that he's getting smarter, so. I don't let him win though. Can't do that. Oh, from the UK, sweet. 4 months to go till stage, nice. What competition are you doing? Is it an NPC show in the UK? Are you going to a different country, or? Just keep in mind, thanks. When you're like a month out, you'll probably have people saying, dang, you look shredded, you're ready to go now. But that's because to the average person, you probably look pretty crazy. And then you go 2 more weeks and you're like, wow, I think I'm pretty much there. Just keep going. Because when you think you're ready, you probably have another 2 weeks to go. And it's each pound or percent you lose after that, it's crazy. I remember I came back from swimming like a week and a half out. I just started practicing some posing, and I had veins going all the way up my front through my chest. I was like, oh goodness, I've never seen that before. It was pretty weird. It looked like cords and snakes going through me. It's kind of creepy. World Supernaturals. Nice. Well, good luck for that, man. Just make sure it's the diet. I mean, you can only gain so much muscle in that amount of time, but you can always lose fat. So just shooting to stay on your diet and get shredded. Make sure you just keep like trigger foods away that last month or so, because I felt really good. I was still hitting PRs all the way up until my last 4 weeks. Then my goal was just to like maintain my strength, which I pretty much did for the most part till the last week, which it was just the peak week is just kind of like a deload anyways. But the week before that was getting pretty rough on performance. All right, 40s again, let's go. Those 12 felt easier than the first 12. All right. So we can get another 12 or 13 of these. I'll have one set to go and be done for the day. Oops. That's 12, not bad. Only downside of these plates is the weights with the small handles, they slide around easier. But that's a small price to pay versus getting more expensive, you know, buying whole new sets of dumbbells. All right. Log that real quick. Got 12. That's what you got. How much muscle to sacrifice while leaning down to 160? Okay, 13% body fat. You want to get to 160. So what's your weight right now? Oh, you're 160 now. Okay, never mind. So based on the math, every 1.6 pounds is 1% at 160. So, trying to do math in public. 10% would be 16 pounds. If you want to get to, I mean, I would say shoot for 6% the first time you do it. If you get leaner, that's cool. So take 6 times 3, take 5 pounds off of that. So shoot for around like 159 or so, 158, or sorry, 148, 149. And then when you get to that last week and you're doing a peak week, you're gonna lose probably like another 3 or 4 pounds of water from the keto and cutting carbs and water and all that. Unless you're already doing some kind of keto diet, then it won't take much to dry out. But carbs are gonna help you perform when you get lower. But the big thing is to, like, I wouldn't purposefully sacrifice muscle to get leaner, because you'll lose weight, but your body fat, your body composition isn't going to change much. So you want to maintain your muscle, because let's say you lose a pound of muscle and a pound of fat. Well, you just threw off your body fat percentage, because if you were 10% for every 1 pound of fat, that'd be 0.1 pounds of muscle. Or for every, did that backwards. But yeah, so, hey, essentially, like if you were to gain 10 pounds and stay at the same body fat percentage, 9 pounds would be muscle, 1 pound would be fat. So if you lost, 10 pounds and it wasn't all fat, like your body fat percentage isn't gonna shrink as much as you want because you're gonna be losing muscle with the fat. That's why a lot of people, I say, like stuff like Ozempic screws you up because you start losing a ton of fat and muscle. Like people just see the scale weight dropping, like, oh yay, but you're losing muscle. And then if you go back and start gaining fat back again, now you're even fatter than you started if you went back to the same weight because you lost fat and muscle, then you gained all fat back. So now your body fat percentage is way higher. But if you lose muscle with the fat, your body composition is still going to change because you're probably losing more fat than muscle, but you don't want to lose the muscle because that's the most important part. So eat a ton of protein, like at least a gram per pound of body weight. And you typically start eating more just because it's more satiating. You can eat more food. I started making sure I had the last like 3-4 weeks, I was having to time my meals, like making sure I had a good carb meal before a workout, because I would start just feeling really weak and endurance suffering. But I would, like, you have 4 months now, I would see what like your 10 rep max is on all your main lifts. So like if you bench press first on chest day, if you squat first on leg day, or like hack squat, whatever it is, your first main exercise, if you like do bent rows or something first on back day, test now what your 10 rep max is for all those, and try to just stay at that weight and keep doing at least that many reps. Do more if you can, because that would mean you're getting stronger and you're probably building a little bit of muscle while losing fat. But if you can at least keep that strength all the way down those last few weeks, then you're probably not losing muscle. I just wouldn't suggest doing long fasts to try to cut a bunch of fat, because you're going to start cutting muscle too, and you don't want to do that. The muscle is the most important part for the bodybuilding show. You want to have as much muscle and as little fat as possible. If that helps. Starting to ramble a little bit. Here's the last set. I'm going to do as many curls as I can with the 40s, and then drop to the 25s and keep going. Alright, it's 12. I think I'd get that last one. Oops. So that was 12 and 8. Yeah, man, no problem. I'm glad I was able to help some. Let me get my last set here, drop set of reverse flies, and we will be done for the day. That's what I'm here for, folks. I like trying to help out where I can. I'm going to do 22.5 again and drop them and grab the 15s. See how many. You might notice I like drop sets. That is it for the day. We got, that was 12 and 11. So we did the barbell rows on this new seal bench and did the pull-ups, 4 working sets of each, and supersetting curls and reverse flies. 4 simple exercises. Get that arm big, get the lats. That's it. You just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Be consistent, slowly make progress, and that is how you get huge, folks. Slowly, over time. So, hope that was helpful. Got more videos coming this week. Like, subscribe. Hey man, I appreciate it. Thanks so much. And I'll see y'all soon.